Hello, welcome to my channel, Visa Talks with K. If you're new to this channel is focused on creating end-to-end information on how to apply for visas to certain countries, all countries globally. So we do episode by episode, videos by videos. We create that information to guide you so that you can do it yourself, application without stress, without also. So we take you through the process. I take you through the process. So you're welcome and thank you for picking up. So please subscribe and help our channel grow and help us also share the information across communities as you find them useful. So yes, today we'll be talking about Morocco, how to apply for a tourist visa to Morocco. Morocco has been known as a top destination for tourism, both in Africa and even globally. So the choice for Morocco is that I discovered that Morocco is a good country where you could use to build your travel history. This is in terms of people that haven't traveled before, that have new passport or so-called virgin passports, as we know them to be in Nigeria, and you're looking for a place to go to. So to open up your passport, depending when you apply for bigger countries like Schengen and what have you. So Morocco will be a good place to start with. So I'll be giving you information on how to apply for the Moroccan tourist visa. So please let's tag along. So for the first thing you need to, the first document you need to have or present as part of the application form is the introduction letter. So you need to, for the Moroccan visa, you need to prepare an introduction letter from your company. So if you're working, if you're a salary earner, then you need an introduction letter on the letter-headed paper of your company. Or if you're self-employed, if you have your own company, then you can write a self-introductory letter. And the self-introductory letter basically just explains your purpose of visit and the duration of visit and other things about yourself. Basically, I mean, you're a tourist. It's usually one pager most times. So you explain everything you want to go and do in Morocco, and that's it. So the first document is a self-introductory letter or introductory letter as in a general term. Then secondly, if it's an what's it called? If it's an NGO that is applying that is making the application. So for instance, if you're the owner of an NGO, then you need to aside that self-introductory letter, you need to also include the certificate of incorporation, the CAC document, and evidence of tax payment. So that's clearance certificate. So that is also an additional requirement to the introductory letter. So that's the second thing. And thirdly, you need to have your NIN, that's the national identity number slip or card. You need to present it alongside your application. And fourthly, you need to have your work ID card. So like I said, if you're working, if you're a salary earner, then of course you need to present a work ID card alongside a copy of your work ID card alongside your application. Then you need to also prepare. So I would, again, I started with the numbers, but I'll just continue. Perhaps from your end, you would also be identifying the number and listing it. So for the other document you need to present is your birth certificate. So if you have a birth certificate, of course you need to provide that, a copy of it. Or if you don't have a birth certificate, then a copy of your declaration of age, or the declaration of age, which is an affidavit, would also suffice. Then of course you need to present your international passport. So you need to submit your passport, your international passport, and it needs to be 6 months, at least 6 months valid, because that's standard everywhere. So if your passport is not up to if the validity period is not up to 6 months, then you cannot use it to apply for the Moroccan visa or any other visa as the case may be. So you need to submit your passport, the recent one. So if you have previous passports with visas, you need to also submit them. So that strengthens your chance of getting visas. Then also you need to submit one normal size passport photograph. So it should be on a white background. So you take a passport photo on a white background, normal size. Then you can include that in your application. Then, of course, as is required, generally you need to prepare and present a copy of an hotel reservation and a copy of a flight itinerary. So that's the flight reservation. Yeah, so like I had mentioned, this channel is all about helping people. So if you have a need to get the hotel reservation or you need a flight reservation, you can contact us on our bio. Our email is there. I'll help you sort that out free of charge just on this video. Then also you need to provide travel insurance. So one unique thing about Moroccan visas is that, or the Moroccan embassy, is that regardless of the number of days or weeks you want to spend in Morocco, your travel insurance has to be valid for 90 days. That's 3 months. So I repeat, so you have to get a travel insurance that is valid for 90 days. That's statutory. So if your travel insurance is less than 90 days, even if you're going for a trip for maybe 1 week, your application would not be accepted at the point of submission. So your travel insurance has to be valid for minimum 90 days. So that's very important, and you can get travel insurance companies that can provide you those details. And of course, you need to also present your original bank statement for 6 months, duly signed and stamped. So that will then, give the embassies reason to see that you are able to go on this trip. You're able to support yourself on this trip. So it's very important. So 6 months bank statement, a recent 6 months bank statement needs to be presented. So if you're a company owner, you don't want to present your personal account or your salary account, then you want to that means you want to present your own corporate account. You need to, of course, still 6 months, recent 6 months, but you need to include the bank reference letter. So the bank reference letter is the letter that states that you are the sole signature of the account, so you have access to the account. So if you're submitting a corporate account, you need to attach a bank reference letter to that bank statement while you're submitting your visa application. Then if you are, of course, watching this video, you're a resident in Nigeria but you're not a Nigerian citizen, then you need to provide evidence of your residency permit alongside your application. So these are generally the basic documents required for the Moroccan tourist visa in Nigeria. So but if you are now applying as a family member, then you need to attach additional documents. So the first document you need to provide is the marriage certificate. So if you're traveling as a family, the husband, the wife, the kids, you need to provide the marriage certificate. Then you also need to provide so for this now, so let me clarify, for parents that are traveling with the kids but they are not traveling with either the father or the mother. So for instance, if I want to travel with my kids to Morocco and my wife is now accompanying me on the trip, then I need to present a letter of consent signed by my wife that would support or that will give credence to my wife's confirmation that I can go with the kids. So you need to include that. But if you're traveling as a family, the wife, the husband, and the kids, then you don't necessarily need to provide a consent because everybody's going as a group. Then of course, so one basic thing you need to also know is that for the Moroccan embassy in Abuja, they work only on Mondays to Thursdays. So if you want to submit your visa applications, you need to go between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. They don't work on Fridays. That's the visa section does not work on Fridays, basically. So the visa section works from Monday to Thursday. And for submission of your application, you need to go by 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's the submission time. So 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. While if you've submitted your passport and you want to collect it back, you need to go from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. So you need to work within this timeline so that you would not be sent back, or you would not have wasted time and effort coming to the embassy and you don't get to submit because of the requirements. So it is important you take notes of all these things. And again, lastly, I think one thing I've tried to, or I noticed rather, in terms of the tourist visa from Morocco is, interestingly, getting the visa application form. It's not online, they don't have a functional website, so to the best of my knowledge, they don't have. So what people mostly do is to go to the embassy and ask questions, and from there they direct you, right? Even the places you get the forms are not necessarily from the embassy. So, but to save you that stress, if you need the tourist visa application form, you could send a mail, right on the bill. The email address is there, requesting for the form, and we have soft copies I can share with you, the soft copies via mail. So just to save you that stress. But if you follow these step by step points I mentioned, you should be able to submit your visa application at the Moroccan embassy. So your tourist visa application at the Moroccan embassy in Abuja. So basically, so you gather all these documents and you put it in a flat file. So you compile all the documents, you put it in a flat file, and you submit at the embassy in Abuja. So I think I've done justice to that process, and if you need further assistance or you need further support, again, feel free to reach out. We're here to help, we're here to grow the community. Thank you for your time, and I would, of course, look out for any comments. You're welcome to drop any comments. You're welcome to drop any further requests as necessary as possible. So thank you so much, and so look forward to my next video on another exciting country. Bye.